Hello game fans and welcome yet again to the Steam Chamber. Today we're going to take a look at the recently released DLC for Metro Last Light. Now this release might have passed some of you by, as for some reason there really wasn't a lot of buzz about this DLC, and there wasn't a whole lot put out by the game makers themselves. I really haven't seen it mentioned on many websites at all, so I don't quite know why that was. However, it is out now and it comes in the form of 3 different missions. They're fairly large missions, but they're not anything amazing in terms of size and scope. But what's quite interesting is they present very different scenarios for 3 different factions with different playtypes. So the first one, which you can see, is a heavy mission. So in this mission you are a heavy weapons expert and you are defending against the communist subhumans, as you are one of the Third Reich soldiers, and as a heavy it is your job to guard the gate and to stop a never-ending, or almost seemingly never-ending attack by armoured troops in the form of snipers and riot gear wielding heavies. You've got an array of new weapons to use in this mission. You have a railgun, there is a grenade launcher, and there's a pretty heavy duty Gatling gun as well. It's not a bad mission, however it can be a little bit infuriating. You are getting absolutely spammed with bullets, and as a result, even on like lower difficulty modes, you will have some issues. There's a moment where a character offers you another gun, but in order to go up to him and get it from him, you can't go into cover. You're completely exposed, and there's a good chance you will take a couple of hits to the head, in which case it's load from last checkpoint. However, it's not a bad mission. It's quite fun, and it's quite nice to see several new weapons. Now, the second mission is very different, and it puts you in the position of a member of the police, and it is your job, or your new job, is to go and scavenge the wasteland. So you are something of an explorer slash scavenger slash scout. Essentially, you're going up into the wasteland in order to find materials and items that will be important for your metro station. Now, this can be anything from books to computer equipment and such, and you are able to go on these missions, go and scavenge for certain items, then bring them back to your metro and sell them at the hub, and then buy new weapons and upgrade your weapons. Now, I'm not sure if there are any new weapons in this one. What I've played of it so far, you start with your standard weapons. However, you can upgrade them as always, and it's got some interesting little game elements. You also have to try and spread light wherever you go, so on your way out you'll pick up some light bulbs and you can replace them as you go along, and it's quite interesting. It feels quite Fallouty because you're constantly searching through containers and through dead bodies in order to try and find things. There are a few sort of secret items out there as well, and it presents something of a difference to the main game, which is quite nice. Now, finally, the third part is a sniper mission in which you are a Red Army soldier and you must infiltrate an enemy base which is above ground. You have a pretty nice sniper rifle that isn't in the main game, and you have to take out the guards in the tower without letting the alarm get sounded before you get into the base. So you essentially have to take out all the soldiers at higher elevations, but you also have to be careful that they're not looking in certain areas, otherwise they will sound the alarm. Same as if you go for people on the ground, they will sound the alarm. The only thing I really didn't like about this particular mission is the fact that you cannot shoot out the spotlights. For some reason, the game has these super advanced, heavily armoured, bulletproof spotlights, yet everything else is quite shootable. You can shoot through metal objects in order to kill people, however you cannot shoot through the glass spotlights. Overall, another nice little mission. I think out of the 3 pieces of DLC, my favourite piece so far has been the scavenger mission, as it just really presents something a bit different, and it feels far more like it's relying more upon the exploration side of the game, which was a really nice feature of the main game, which didn't really get made enough of. You know, there was some light exploration in the main Metro Last Light campaign, but there wasn't a hell of a lot, and it's quite nice that they're focused on this side of things in at least one of the DLC missions. In terms of future DLC, I'd like to see a little bit more of stuff like this, and I'd like to see it expanded a little bit greater, because I really do feel that it's a side of the game that it's missing out on. You know, it really could take greater advantage of it, because it's a really interesting world. You've got 3 books that you can draw upon in order to add more to the game, rather than just going for straight up story missions. Just add a little bit more exploration to the game. Anyway, I'm Lord Elemental, this is the Steam Chamber, and thank you very much for watching. Please do like, comment and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video, and we will be back with new reviews in the next couple of days.